Management of NMDC is on the line, so let's just go across and try and figure out what's happening with this Karnataka mining lease, and the mining minister saying that could there be a withdrawal of that lease as well. Mr. Gajendra Kumar of NMDC is on the phone line with us. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for taking the time out. The Karnataka mining secretary is apparently saying, we learned from other media sources, that the iron ore mine might be withdrawn from NMDC. Have you heard anything to this effect, sir?
No, I haven't heard anything to this effect except from you. I haven't received any communication from any quarter. And we have in fact received a copy of the letter of the Secretary Mines to the Director Mines that the mine stand extended to another 20 years, that is up to 2038. And that letter we have communicated, in which there are one or two conditions which we have requested the state government to be considered, which is being considered at the highest level there.
Right. So would one of those conditions be a payment of 80% of the sales value as lease rental?
Yes. We have represented to the government that in the government dispensation route under the NMDC Act, there is no such provision to add an arbitrary amount of 80% or any percent, because it is not as per the envisaged, as per the law envisaged for government dispensation. So they are considering it. They are also looking into the whole thing. And the Chief Minister of Karnataka, I had a meeting with him along with my team, and their team were also present. And these issues were discussed. And then the government of Karnataka has said they will look into the legality and see whether a representation can be considered. We are already in touch with the Karnataka government at the very highest level, and we are very hopeful that the issue of the 80% will be resolved very soon.
In the case that doesn't happen and the Karnataka government sticks to this 80%, what are the implications for yourself?
See, if 80% is to be given at a sale value, then it is not going to be a viable thing. But this is not envisaged in the government, in the law. So this fact has been made known to the government, and they understood the point of view, and then they said they will get it clarified from their own legal team, and then consider our request.
But this, where is this move coming from? Is it likely that it's probably coming in from the aggressive bidding that's any which ways taking place in the round 3 of C category mining auctions? We've seen JSW Steel being very aggressive for the Mysore Minerals block that it won. MSPL also won a recent block, and the final price was much higher. So probably the government feels that it can get more for the Donimalai plant that it's already getting?
See, you cannot compare apples with oranges. The mine auction was for captive plants, where you bid for a particular mine, and the bidding is considered because of whether you have got margin from the end product which you are using. So that is a strategic bidding that people will be doing for captive mine, not for merchant mine. Okay, then that cannot be, the same condition cannot be given in a merchant mining route, which will be given for, government dispensation route.
So why does the government believe that they can get that much from you, sir?
Which one?
So why does the Karnataka government believe that they can claim 80% of sales value from you?
Karnataka government, but for merchant mining, you cannot have say 80% of the sale value, in which you have to give again 15% of your royalty, then other charges, and mining charges, cost of the mining, everything will be there. So it is not feasible. But for a captive mine, probably they can cross-subsidize some of their profits and another point is that for captive mine norms, it cannot be given applicable to the government dispensation route also. So that point we have made it clear to the government. They are considering it.
So just in case, and I come back to the point, while you haven't heard anything on the front of the government withdrawing the iron ore mine from you and putting it up for bidding, if at all that were to happen, do you feel that the bids would be relatively aggressive for Donimalai and maybe NMDC?
No, these are a highly hypothetical questions. First of all, I don't believe that that report which you are saying is correct, because about a couple of days back only I had a meeting with at the highest level, I told you, then points have been clarified. within 2 days the things won't change. At least I haven't received any such kind of information from any side.
Mr. Kumar,
So
just
these are all speculative, I suppose.
okay. Let's not get into speculation. Just one quick question, Mr. Kumar, and that is the news bits that we heard mentioned that the state is asking for a higher share of the iron ore sales from the mine. Would you be open to giving a higher share to the state?
See, it is if it is not as per the law, NMDR Act. I mean, I am bound by the NMDR Act and also the kind of rules which are framed under the Act. So if it is not as per the Act, then probably I will have to represent to the government and then make them, look into the whole case again.
So in the conversations that you had 2 days ago, there were no such talk of they wanting a higher share from NMDC.
See, they have issued an extension of mining leave. There is certain condition which we felt that it is not as per the legal situation right now, and we have requested for a reconsideration. The government of Karnataka has said they will look into the whole representation of NMDC, and they will have their own legal team examining the whole thing again and come back to us and considering our point of view.
Okay, so you haven't heard anything. If you do hear anything, I'm sure you will keep the exchanges informed as well. As of now, we'll go with your word, Mr. Kumar.
No, there is nothing. No, I haven't received anything
Precisely.
from anywhere. But this fact is true that they have issued an extension with certain conditions that we have represented. I am very, very hopeful that these representations, which has got all the legal backings, will be considered by the Karnataka government positively.
What's the timeline, Mr. Kumar? By when do you expect to hear back from the state government?
No, I have had a meeting only a couple of days back.
Yeah, I'm presuming if you made a representation, you would expect at some point
I have made a representation to the government, and the Chief Minister was kind enough to call a meeting in which Mining Minister and In-charge Minister Bellary and Chief Secretary, Mining Secretary and the Legal Secretaries, all people were present. We made our presentation before the Karnataka government, and the Karnataka government has considered our point of view and said they will examine it legally and then come back.
So by when do you expect this to happen? By when do you expect them to come back?
We'll have to give some reasonable time to them, and then we will, we are in touch with them, and then we hope for it to be resolved very soon.
Right. So one last question before we let you go. Post your conversations, now that you're saying that the meeting has been set up, if at all it doesn't go favorably, is there any other recourse for you?
When we come to the river, we'll cross it. There is no issue on that. We are very hopeful. We are very hopeful that it will be considered.
Okay, got that. So, thanks very much, Mr. Kumar. Appreciate you taking out the time.